Yesterday, news broke that Kayla Harrison was forced to withdraw from her bantamweight title defense against Amanda Nunes at UFC 324. Kayla underwent surgery to repair herniated discs in her neck. She has since released an emotional statement addressing the situation.
Hi guys. I just wanted to give a bit of an update on my end. Yeah, this is a tough one. I had to have surgery on my neck yesterday here in New York City with the specialist, Dr. Kim. Yeah, so in lieu of that, obviously we're gonna have to reschedule the fight, and I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Amanda. Was really looking forward to it, and I just want to thank everyone. I want to thank the UFC for taking such good care of me, Dr. D and Jen and the whole team over there. I want to thank Dr. Kim here in New York for seeing me and taking such good care of me. I want to thank my mom who's taking care of my kids at home. I want to thank all my coaches on American Top Team and all my teammates. Yeah, this is day one of recovery and the road back starts now. You know, I don't know God's plans. I know He knows that this is my dream. So I gotta praise Him in the mountains and I gotta praise Him in the valleys. And so I'm grateful for this. I hope that it brings me closer to Him and that He uses this story in a mighty way. Yeah, so that's it. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back soon.
With Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes being rescheduled to a later date, Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong is now the co-main event of UFC 324. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas has moved up to the main card, and Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davison Figueiredo is staying on the prelims.
You see the news? Kayla Harrison's out.
No.
Co-main.
Me?
You.
Seriously? I'm the co-main. UFC 324! I'm the co-main! So sick, dude! So sick!
Paddy Pimblett addressed his recent back and forth with Dan Hooker. The exchange began after an interview Paddy did with the MMA Guru last week, where he said Dan couldn't grapple a rapist off his mom. Hooker fired back by calling him a bitch and brought up Paddy's friend Ricky, who died by suicide in 2022. Paddy says he never really said anything bad about Dan's mom and believes Hooker crossed the line by bringing up his friend. In an interview with Main Event TV, Paddy said, "I never said nothing bad about his mom. Mrs. Hooker is probably a lovely woman. I never said a bad word about his mom. But then he goes and says something about my dead mate who can't defend himself. It was a bit weird. My friend's family messaging me saying what's going on here and all that. The way people have went on about what I said, but no one's condoned what he said and said, what are you doing mentioning someone who's dead is very, very strange. But you know, that's the MMA world for you. No matter what I do, no matter what I say, people will make me look like the worst man alive. When I just used an analogy for how bad Dan Hooker's grappling is. Dan Hooker's beneath me now, especially when I win this belt. He's 5-5 in his last 10. He's an absolute crab. People are calling Michael Chandler washed, and Michael Chandler knocked him out in 2 minutes. So what's Dan Hooker? You don't mention dead people, and that's what Dan Hooker's done. Dan Hooker's mentioned a dead person, and basically said it was my fault he killed himself, saying that I'm not a good friend. Like, that's below the belt. What I said was nothing to do with his mom. Never said a bad word about his mom. What I said was an analogy for how bad his grappling is, and somehow I'm the bad guy, and I'm the one who's in the wrong, when he's mentioned my dead friend. Daniel Cormier appeared on the Ariel Helwani show yesterday, where he responded to comments made by Jon Jones. In a recent interview with Red Corner MMA, Jon spoke about filming ALF reality with DC, calling him an asshole and accusing him of treating staff poorly and bossing around his team throughout the process. Here's what DC had to say in response.
So what do you say? Kid asshole, not willing to make peace, didn't connect with the fighters. It was like 4 shots in 30 seconds there.
Did you have you worked with me?
Yes, I have.
For how long?
I worked, friends, covered you.
How long? Am I all those things?
No, that's why I thought it was very interesting to hear from him.
So then just trust John Jones. Maybe I'm all those things to him. Like, here's the deal. We were around each other every single day, and we were cordial. We had times where John and I actually laughed at stuff. Like, we laughed together at stuff. But if I didn't have to be around him, I'm not going to voluntarily be around him. Why would I want that? Look, man, I don't harbor the emotion of the past that I did with him. I really don't. But we spoke negatively about each other's families. We had a nasty thing. Like, he cheated constantly. Like, I don't have to let him off the hook and be his friend. That would be me just going, you know, everything you did is good. It's not. It just wasn't good. So yeah, I can be cordial. I can work alongside you. I can do my thing, but I don't have to be your friend. I'm a man. Like, and it is what it is.
Reiner De Ridder is set to face Caio Borralho at UFC 326. Ahead of the fight, RDR says he feels like this is the perfect matchup for him. He also says he plans to finish his career in the light heavyweight division because he's tired of cutting so much weight.
And I'm getting back to that point again of ready to go and ready to train hard again. And meanwhile, we got a fight lined up, which is good. A good matchup, good time frame, March 7th. So it'll be good to have some time to really push myself again, really get back into full training mode. I'm fighting Caio Borralho, which is actually the perfect matchup, I think. Very cool matchup. I think I have some things to do at middleweight first, but it would be nice to finish my career at light heavyweight. Not go through this weight cuts anymore. Put this much strain on my body as I have over the last year, getting down to middleweight. But I feel like I have a lot left to prove at middleweight first before I can make the jump. I want to prove that I can beat Brendan Allen on any night except the night in Canada, and I want to get to that belt still.
Conor McGregor thought a random bus driver in Ireland was the actor Sean Penn.
Listen, am I tripping? Or is Sean Penn driving an Irish bus, folks? That's Sean Penn, yeah? Shawty! Nah, bro. That's Sean Penn, folks. He's driving an Irish bus. Fair play to him. The working man's the real hero, Shani. I'm not even gonna. Actually, I will. Shawty! Shawty! Go, quick, try it. Shawty! Yup, boy. It's not Hollywood, but it's Ireland. Yup.
Arman Tsarukyan appeared on Neon Stream last night and started roasting him over his dyed hair.
You like color your hair, huh?
Yeah, bro, I wanted to look more like manly. I think this makes me look better.
Manly?
Yeah. What do you think?
No, this is gay.
Huh? Are you serious? I look gay?
This is gay.
What the?
Bro,
girls like hair. This.
This? Where'd you go?
Oh, this is gay. Bro. I'm married. I'm kidding, I'm not. I can't get girls, brother. It's tough.
Arman also had some high praise for Dana White during this stream, saying that Dana takes care of the fighters that he likes.
Are you cool with Dana White?
Yeah.
Good friends?
Yeah.
What do you like most about him?
He helps people, like, who needs money. But he doesn't, even for the fighters. So I know a lot of like,
Armenian
story, like, someone crashed his car,
yeah,
and he sent him money, or like someone wants to retire and he send him extra money. He always like take care of his fighters that he likes. That fighters.
Oh my God.
Sean O'Malley revealed that his daughter will be in attendance to watch him fight for the first time at UFC 324, where he's set to face Song Yadong.
When I had Elena, 2020. It was just like a perfect time in my career. You know, I was starting to make money. I was starting to become famous. I was starting to, you know, grow as just a brand. And, you know, Elena really grounded me, humbled me, and reminded me, you know, why I'm doing this. And it felt really good. And now she's 5. She's going to actually come to the fight for the first time. She's came to a lot of the fight weeks, and she just goes to the press conference and the weigh-ins, and she thought that was the fight. But now she's realized it's like, okay, there's an actual fight that happened. She's seen it on TV. So she's coming to that for the first time, and I'm like, whoo, that makes me feel different, a little bit different. I've never thought of, like, I mean, Trump's been at the fight, you know, obviously Dana, Mark Zuckerberg, like, there's been all these names, but I was like, what, you know, it's just people, but my little princess is gonna be there watching, and that's exciting.
Kamaru Usman has issued another apology regarding the leaked FaceTime call with Anthony Joshua. Usman says he takes full responsibility for the situation.
It was a tough enough situation to where I had to make a public apology, which I've never done, ever. Because I've never been in a situation where I had to do something like that. But it was necessary. It was necessary because the biggest thing as a man, I feel like you have to take responsibility when you've messed up, whether it was accidental or not accidental. You have to take that full responsibility. And I had to, and I did that. I was angry for a lot of different situations. One, I was angry that that was an oversight on my part by not watching my full video vlog that was out to understand that that was in there. So I was angry because that's my fault. Because anything that goes out on my channel, I am ultimately responsible for. So I'm angry that I missed that. Second of all, I was angry because I had put, you know, my brother, my Nigerian brother AJ in another situation. For people to be judging and saying certain things, oh, why does he seem this way? Why does he seem that way? I was angry hearing and seeing all of that. Most importantly, I was just angry at myself for even giving them a lane to even try to attack him in that way. So, man, I take full responsibility. Yeah. I can't apologize enough. I feel terrible. I'm still feeling terrible because it's, you know, that's my character. It's something that I don't play with.
Islam Makhachev is open to fighting Ilia Topuria, but shut down the idea of returning to the lightweight division for the fight. Speaking to Match TV, Islam said, "I'm open to it. No problem. Right, without dropping back to lightweight. For what? I had the belt at lightweight. No one beat me there. I just left the belt and moved up. For what? For a belt? That's not interesting to me. If he wants to move up, then welcome. Well, he can because he has nothing to lose by moving up. If he loses, he goes back down to lightweight and that's it. He'll defend his belt there. I've already been the lightweight champion, and I'm definitely not going down. And for him, I'll repeat, he doesn't lose anything by moving up. For me, it wouldn't make sense to call out someone from a lower weight who just became champion. He hasn't proven anything in lightweight yet. He's got a lot of work to do there. Arman Tsarukyan is calling him out every day, asking to fight." Merab Dvalishvili revealed he recently received information from Ilia Topuria, suggesting that a potential fight against Islam Makhachev could happen sooner than expected. In an interview today, Merab said, "Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev. I know some details from Ilia. It might happen sooner than we imagine." Dana White has shut down the idea of Conor McGregor fighting Michael Chandler at the White House.
I know there's like all the talk of Michael Chandler and Conor. Do you see like that as like a realistic thing?
No,
happening?
I mean that was a couple years ago.
Yeah, so that's not nothing you'd entertain for the White House.
No.
In that same interview, Dana also addressed Arman Tsarukyan's current situation and how he was passed on for a lightweight title shot. He said it should have been Tsarukyan. Tsarukyan's got to work his way back up there, man. Tsarukyan's had an opportunity and didn't take it. I have to be able to count on somebody. If somebody is going to fight for a world championship, gotta be able to count on them. It's like the whole John Jones thing right now, you know? He just fought this last fight against Dan Hooker. He won. He almost blew the fight by headbutting him in the face at the weigh-ins. We'll see. It's not like he hasn't had the opportunity. It'd be one thing if he hadn't had the opportunity. There was a time where Bilal Muhammad had won so many fights in a row, and Bilal was like, how many f***ing fights do I have to win to get a title shot? It's not like that. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Doom Studios. It's in reference to Kayla Harrison pulling out of UFC 324. It says, what a great start for Paramount's first card. The second one's from Robert. It's in reference to Bryce Mitchell saying most of the top podcasts in the world have fake view counts. It says, Bryce out here like if I don't get 100 million views, all the podcasts are fake. And the final one's from Joe Mama. It says, Bryce is the reason why there's instructions on shampoo bottles. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.